What's up, guys? Dylan Rush with Cage Side Press, joined today by Bellator middleweight, boasting a 14-4 professional record, winner of 8 of his last 10 bouts against some of the toughest competition in the world, Mr. Night Night Sleep Sleep, Aaron Jeffery. How you doing, Aaron?
Good man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I haven't seen you since we were in South Dakota, man. What a great place that was. I think that was in August of last year. You defeated Dalton Rosa. He was undefeated going into it. What did you make of that performance? Are you proud of that performance? And what have you been up to in the last few months since then?
Yeah, South Dakota is one of my favorite places in the world lately. Had a couple good years there. Yeah, the performance was good, man. I'm happy with it. He was a tough guy, ranked in the top 10. Looking back on it, I kind of wish I would have got a finish, but no, I think it was a good performance overall. Unfortunately, another long layoff here, but I finally got some fight news, so I'm pumped to get back in there.
Are you about to tell us the fight news or you can't make it official yet?
I don't think I can make anything official yet.
God damn it. All right, well, we'll skip ahead to what I was going to ask you was that have you received, I guess the answer is yes, you've received a little bit more clarity as to your what's going on in your future.
Yeah, I'm hearing so much weird shit though. Like I'm hearing Bellator guys might be entering PFL tournament. Obviously they're doing like the champ versus champ stuff, but then some of the champs are facing like Impa as the 205 champ, facing the 85 champ. Jason Jackson's the welterweight champ, and now he's fighting Ray Cooper, who just came off a loss in a middleweight bout. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing, man, but like there's eyes on it. So I guess that's all that matters.
But you personally have received, like, I feel bad because none of us want to talk shit or say anything bad about the PFL. I know I don't, I know fighters don't, but a lot of fighters have been I talked to a lot of fighters. A lot of fighters have been pretty not discouraged, but like frustrated with how they haven't. You would think like 6 months ago we didn't know what was going on, and it kind of made sense because they had to keep stuff under wraps because Bellator events are still going on. But here we are a month into 2024, and there's still a lot of uncertainty going around.
Yeah, I guess like two big businesses merging, there's a lot of shit to like iron out and whatever. And I mean, I think as the fighters, we're pretty much at the bottom of the totem pole, right? Like you work in a big company, like you work at Walmart and you're the guy that's on the floor stocking shelves. You're not going to be hearing any news going on with the company until right at the very end when it finally affects you, right? So I think it's kind of the same for us, unfortunately. Like we don't really have much pull in any of this. There's a million MMA fighters in the world that want to be in the position we're in, so they don't really need us exactly. So yeah, we get the short end of the stick.
Are you in at Niagara Top Team right now? Are you up there in Canada?
Yeah, I'm in Canada. I'm heading down to Florida next weekend.
Hell yeah. So
Yeah.
on the topic of Canada, Niagara Top Team, of course, we saw Jazz the Vicious, Mike Malott fight, what was that, UFC 297 just last week. But also
Mhm.
Zach Powell just fought in front of Dana White at Unified MMA. Hell yeah, what a great shirt. Pow pow. What can you tell me about the culture and the bond you guys have built out there at NTT?
Yeah, it's sick, man. It's always good to be in the gym with like lots of active fighters, and especially like on bigger stages now. Like Unified is a good show. UFC, obviously, I'm fighting in Bellator. We got Romero in PFL. So it's cool, man. It just brings like high energy into the room. Like when people are in fight camp, you feel it. And to have like a whole bunch of us in camp at the same time and a bunch of guys on the team doing big things, it's cool.
Definitely. Has it been good having Goys around these last few years? Are you guys trying to figure out a way to get rid of him?
I'll do my best to get rid of him, but man, the guy just wants to stick around. No, Goy's is sick, man. It's cool having him there. The little fly on the wall, getting footage of us. I like it.
Definitely, definitely. And then one guy I gotta ask you about, and then we'll start talking about you. But I think it was your first Bellator fight, Fabio Aguiar. I asked you about Tommy Theocaris, and I asked you about him again at Bellator 293. Were you there for that knockout at Unified, or did you see the video? And what did you think of that performance, man?
Dude, I showed up like literally right when the fight ended. We were at Pow's hotel and we just had to head over for him to start warming up and shit. And the fight had just ended, but I saw the video. Tommy's got fucking hands of stone, man. That guy can crack.
All right, back to Florida. You're going back to Florida next week. What's it like training down there in Florida? Are there any major differences between training down there and training at NTT, or is it more about just like getting different looks and training with additional fighters and coaches?
The vibes are very similar, man. I think that's why I like it there so much. It like reminds me a lot of home. There's like a strong team atmosphere, like guys are trying to help each other out. And it's just like shut up and work hard is kind of like the motto of the gym. So I like it. It's just it's the big bodies down there. I don't have a lot of bigger guys here. So I need to get down there and move around with some middleweights and light heavyweights.
What got you down there originally? Was it a fighter that told you come on down, or what was it?
Dude, it was I didn't even plan to go there to train. I guess it's been 2 years now. I fought for CFFC in Philly, and it was in January, and I was like, I'm going to go on a little vacation after this. And my buddy said his dad had a condo there and we could go stay if we wanted, me and my girlfriend. So I drove down and just chilled for a week. I didn't even plan to train. And then there's two French Canadian guys there, Marc-Andre Barrios, who just fought at UFC, and Julien LeBlanc. And they were bugging me to come out. So I was like, I'll go check the gym out. I guess I might as well while I'm here. And I was going to go for like a couple days to the gym, and I ended up staying for a month, and I loved it. And yeah, like I said, it's been 2 years, and I've been going down there almost half the year every year. So I'm happy I made that trip.
Hell yeah. I know you have a great relationship with one guy, Impa. I'm gonna butcher his last name as always, Kasaganai.
Okay.
Impa K. He's fighting Johnny Eblin, man. What do you make that matchup? I know that's a matchup you wanted that you probably might get in the
Yeah,
future.
he fucking stole everything I'm working for, and but fucking stole my fight. No, I don't give a shit, man. He told me to, and I believe him 100%. He said every time PFL offered him this fight, he's like, I'll fight anyone, anywhere, but my boy Aaron Jeffery's next in line, and I believe him to when he says that he told them that. But no, I'm happy for him, man. The guy works very hard. He's made a lot of sacrifices, and he's like finally doing very big things with his career, and it's very cool to see.
This is tough, man. It's a tough time to do interviews with you guys because, of course, all this uncertainty. But I'm just going to throw this out there. You don't even have to speak on it because you do have fight news, you said, so you might already have a matchup. But I wanted to say two guys that I was looking forward to seeing you match up with before the sale was Grant Neal. Now that he moved down to middleweight, he was like the third ranked light heavyweight, moved down to middleweight. And then Gegard Mousasi, of course. I feel like Gegard Mousasi, the big name. I feel like that'd be a great fight for you, man. But I guess we'll find out soon what's going on. Let me move on to this. How's Ruby doing? Are you looking for new management or is he still doing a good job?
He's okay.
He's okay.
No, Danny's cool. I saw him at USC also. Yeah, Danny's a cool guy. I like him. And Jake. Jake's like the I don't know. Jake's like the middleman almost between me and Danny, but no, they're both very cool guys. I enjoy working with them.
As I mentioned earlier, you fought some of the toughest guys in your weight class in the entire sport. Brennan Allen and Cow on Dana White Contender Series. You're one of two men to knock out Andre Petrosky, who I'm interviewing tomorrow. Hopefully, he doesn't see this. And then your impressive run in Bellator. I was there when you knocked out that Brazilian guy, Fabio Aguiar. You turned around, what, less than 2 months later, I think. You knocked out Austin Vanderford in like a minute. Tough showing against John Salter, bounce back in a big way against Dalton Rosa. So all this success, all this experience throughout your career, my question is, what's the biggest lesson you've learned about yourself or about the sport, or just the biggest lesson you've learned in general thus far in your MMA career?
Um, I'll give you like a real cringy hallmark answer, and I've said this before in some other interviews. Be a good person. I think that's got me farther in life than being a good MMA fighter. So yeah, just be a good person.
I think that's a good sentiment, man. You seem like a guy that's generally well liked, I would say. I've never seen you receive much hate on social media. What do you say?
I said I hope so.
I think so. I mean, I've never seen anyone say a bad word about you, whether it be fighter, fan, or anything. Even your bro, I've never, off script, I've never seen someone's past opponents like love someone so much. Like you got and Brendan Allen, all these people like tweeting like I love
Brendan Allen,
Jeffrey.
Kyle, and Sean Brady in their little Twitter thread talking about how they all
Yes, bro.
love
I remember making a
us.
video of that thread like back like I don't know a year and I was like, yo, like everybody loves him, like even the people that try to take his head off. But that's leading me to this question. As you probably saw, since you're in the MMA community, everybody's seeing it's everywhere. John Anik made a comment. It wasn't really that big of a deal, in my opinion. Like he just said something in passing, and everybody like blew it out of proportion, in my opinion. But what he was saying is true, I believe. But I'm pretty much just trying to ask, what do you make of his comments? Do you feel like there's been like an increase in negativity? Do you see like a lot of like toxic shit going on in the MMA community?
Yeah, so you're just saying you don't think you've ever seen anything negative about me online, but do you remember I did an interview and I said MMA fans fucking suck?
Oh yeah, dude, that was you.
The comments on that and like the Twitter replies to like the article being posted were like yeah, the fans suck because you fucking suck, like bum ass fighter. You fight in Bellator, nobody likes you anyways. Um, like I can't really compare to other sports because I don't follow any other sports. I'm sure it's similar if like fucking Tom Brady threw a few shitty throws in the game, he gets roasted online, I bet. But yeah, I don't know. MMA fans seem especially shitty.
I don't see other it's totally different because like when it goes from the NFL to the XFL, that's like an obvious A league and B league. Like it's not even close. Meanwhile, I mean casuals don't see it as what I'm trying to say is I can't believe the shit I see in the comment sections on PFL and Bellator. Like just the people like they're just like
Yeah.
such hardcore UFC fanboys. It almost seems fake. Like it almost makes me think that it's like fucking like UFC employees make like who would really go out of their way to be like saying the shit that I be seeing people say. It's ridiculous. And you don't see that in other sports. That's the one thing you don't see in other sports is but I don't know, maybe it's because
Yeah,
I'm different.
I think MMA definitely attracts a certain type of person. Um, yeah, I mean,
I know what you mean by
we're not
that.
playing for fucking ballet or something, right? Like it's like fucking gross, dirty sport. So I mean, it definitely attracts a certain type of person.
hmm I got a speed round for you. You ready?
Okay,
So you just said you don't follow any other sport, which leads me to this question. What's your favorite sport outside of fighting?
probably hockey.
Mm-hmm. Favorite submission to practice?
Dars.
Favorite fighter to watch growing up?
Anderson Silva.
Dream opponent from past or present? So they
Ooh.
could be retired.
Anderson Silva.
Okay. Worst teammate? Current.
Worst. Luke Roberts.
Luke Roberts. All right, I'll send this his way. I got last two for you. When it's all said and done, fighting, training, all the stuff you do on the side, what do you want people to remember most about AJ, Aaron Jeffery, above all else?
Eric.
Hair. I tried to get a mullet in December while I was gone. I don't know.
Holy shit! I've never seen you without a hat on.
I don't know if
Bro.
you can see it, but I tried to get a mullet.
Yeah, that's a good start.
I'm starting right, but my mom hates it because I'm the only person in New York City with a mullet. I'm
Dude, you
trying
look
to
years younger without your fucking hood and
a
hat
lot
on.
younger, right?
Yeah.
Why the fuck you think I wear this shit?
Everyone says I look younger without a mullet too.
You do, bro. You look like fucking 2014 Aaron Jeffrey right now.
It's crazy.
And then last one, message for the fans. What can fans expect to see? Not the ones that suck, the ones that have stuck by you every step of the way. What can fans expect to see from Aaron Jeffrey in the year 2024?
Hopefully a couple fights, man.
Would you rather win a fight that you lost or lose a fight that you won?
Would you rather be overpaid or underrated?
Oh,
Um,
overpaid.
yeah, exactly. So I'd rather win the fight even though I lost.
I think you're underrated though, between you and me. That's why I mentioned all these guys you fought.
Yeah.
I mean, you're definitely an underrated fighter, man. I think you going on the MMA hour though is definitely like getting you some notoriety. I think Ariel has to call you up again soon.
Yeah, fucking guys ghosting me, man.
You're my second favorite Canadian fighter. Thank you for taking the time. You're never gonna beat out Rat Garbage for the first spot. Mandel Nalo
Uh,
is my favorite fighter, but
so
you're getting
that's
there,
sick.
man. Thank you for taking the
I like
time.
Mandel.
Be good.
Yeah, bro, of course.